It's that time of year again when our clients are wanting new systems. So today we're going to take you along to have a look at one of the new Dell Inspirons all-in-one. It's a 27-inch Core i7 CPU. I'm just going to read the specs. So Wi-Fi 6, 16 gig of memory, 512 SSD drive with a 1 terabyte data storage drive. It comes with NVIDIA dedicated graphics. This is GeForce MX330 with 2 gig of GDDR5 memory and Wi-Fi 6, and that's pretty much it. So what we're going to do is we're going to get it unpacked, have a look at the system, check out what the ports are, and if we can get into it, bearing in mind this is a customer machine, if we can get into it easily, then we'll have a look at what the upgrade options are. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that we notice, it's a huge box, but it seems to be pretty well packaged. So this looks like some quick release catches to get into the unit itself. In terms of 27-inch, yep, the box isn't much bigger than that, so I suggest it will be quite tight packaging. So without further ado, let's see if we can get into this. Yep, don't think they're supposed to come out completely, but there we go, they're out now. Okay, we've got some tape on the bottom, just holding that in place. Let's slice through that, and that one's already off. So now that should come up. Oh, mind the light. Like that. Right, so in here on the right hand side we've got the silica gel. We've got a box. Let's have a look in here. Okay, so keyboard, mouse, wireless mouse in white, wireless keyboard in white, 3 Duracell batteries. So, well, actually, yep, it is Duracell. Duracell, not for retail sale. And so we've got 2 AAA and 1 AA for those. Put that to one side. Underneath the box we've got a standard UK power adapter, and then in here we've just got a bit of packaging, and on the back we've got another box which I'm assuming is the power brick. Yeah, so that's the power adapter, and we've got a cable strap tie. So the power adapter is 130 watts. Quite a big brick. Let's take that out to one side. Okay, and then the unit itself we'll just lift out. And this side as well. Okay, so this is all wrapped around the stand, so that one should just peel off the top. And we've got the covers on the feet and the back stand, which I'll leave on for the moment. So let's have a look around it. So yeah, what's there to say about it? It's got a very slim white bezel around the sides. The camera, by the look of it, is a pop-up camera, so let's have a look at that. Yep, so we've got a pop-up camera on the top. That looks like it's going to be HD, but we'll check all of that out once we get it powered up. Put that back down for a minute. And on the bottom we've got a nice speaker grill going around the side and the back. Let's have a look what we've got on the back here. Okay, so we've got an SD card slot, we've got 3 USB 3 ports here. We've got a USB 2 port there, our network interface, and we've got a USB Type-C port here. We've got, this is our combined microphone and headphone jack, and we've got HDMI in and we've got an HDMI out. So we can connect a second monitor, and we can also connect something via HDMI into this machine. And then we've got our power adapter and our Kensington lock. So in terms of connectivity, you're going to be reliant on the USB Type-C to get your extra devices or peripherals connected. So that's really really useful having that, because you can connect an awful lot of devices with USB Type-C. And the 3 USB 3 port Type A ports, very useful as well. Right, okay, so let's see if we can get into the unit without damaging it. Okay, so here we are inside. So what I've done is to remove the back panel, and you'll be pleased to know the back panel, you bring your hands around the top lip here and it just unclips all the way around, so there's no screws to remove, which is great. Inside, to get under here, which is where we want to have a look to see at the upgrade options, we want to there's 1, 2, 3, 4 screws on there, and we should be able to just slide that out. I'm hoping we haven't got to take this bottom speaker bar, or this, yeah, the bottom bar off. I don't think we do, but let's see if we can get into it and have a look. Okay, right. Okay, let's see how easy or difficult this is to get this off. There we go. It just comes out fairly easy. Okay, right, so upgradability. Let's have a look. Right, so what we've got is, this is our Wi-Fi adapter under here. This is our 512 gig SSD drive. That is, I can just about make out the model number, but that will be upgradable basically. So you should be able to stick a 1 terabyte in there for your boot drive if you want to. However, 512 in our experience should be plenty. Plenty of storage capacity on there. You can always install your games and other bits and pieces, certainly all your data, on the 1 terabyte drive here. So here's our 16 gig chip in there, which is running, it's DDR4 running at 3200 speed, so you can get another one, match a pair up for that, add that into the system there, and that's pretty much it in terms of upgrade. Obviously the storage capacity using the hard disk here, you could remove that, so you could remove the mechanical hard drive and you could change that out for like a 1 terabyte SSD or a 2 terabyte SSD 2.5 inch drive, which will just slot straight in there. So in terms of the upgradability, yeah, there's a few options. So you can upgrade the memory from 16 gig all the way up to, if you want to, 64 gig. And then bearing in mind you've only got 2 slots, so you need to be able to get 2 32 gig sticks. But 32 gig or 16 gig in this case is adequate for what they're going to use it for. Here we've got our 2 speakers, so we'll have a listen to those later, make sure that they sound all right, and then we will also have a look at the screen display, work out what that is, check out the brightness, and get back to you on that. So without further ado, I'm going to get all of this back together and we will continue on from there. So that's our 4 screws put in. Now we're going to take our back panel, and just to show you how easy it was, that goes under the feet here, slides underneath, position that over the top in the correct place, and then just go around the sides and reclip all that in. making sure everything's clipped back into place like that. Okay, that's all there is to it. So the next thing is let's have a look at the system, get it all prepared, and then do some testing. Okay, so we're running through the setup process now. The first thing I wanted to talk about was the keyboard and mouse. So the dongle for the keyboard and mouse is inside the mouse. Once you've got your batteries installed, the dongle goes into the USB 2 port. It can go into the other ports, but you're wasting the bandwidth if you do that. So just add it to the USB 2 port, which is the black port, and then you can run as you see fit. Once the keyboard is working, if you've got a second display and you want to run through the setup on the display, so for instance, for us to capture this, we've attached the second display cable, and then we've used Windows key P to project the screen onto the second display as well. So we're just duplicating the display. Right, so just finishing off the setup now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the settings and apps and have a look to see what sort of bloatware they install. So far so good. An awful lot of Dell stuff, but that's fine. Dropbox promotion, so we're going to remove that because it's not needed. Okay, this is really annoying. I hate it when they do this. So they bundle loads of different languages of Office 365. So we're going to go through, get rid of all this, get rid of the McAfee stuff as well, because that's not going to be needed. And in terms of the rest of the software, it doesn't look too bad. So it's pretty much Office and McAfee that needs to be removed. And once the Dell Support Assist has finished installing, then we'll run that, make sure that there are no BIOS updates, and if there are, we'll get those installed. So while this is working through its uninstall stuff, let's talk about the screen. So 27-inch Full HD, anti-glare, narrow border infinity NTCH display with a wide viewing angle. Now I've done some research into the brightness. So this is a 350 nit brightness screen. So it's plenty bright enough basically, and with the matte finish it seems really good quality. The HD camera, so it is full HD. Not sure if that's going to be 720p or 1080p, so we can have a look at that. Let's have a look at that now actually. So let's just do camera. This should tell us in here. Let's have a look, switch on HDR Auto. Okay, that is impressive. So this is a full HD webcam. So it's not 720p, it's 1080p, which is, well, it's about time. You know, I've been talking about this for ages, that the webcams nowadays really should be full HD. So really pleased to see that, which is great. Okay, see you in a mo. Okay, so now the Dell updates are pretty much done. I am going to have a little listen to see what the speakers are like. Okay, well, let's have a listen to this, whatever it is. Gangster, was it by Gangster City? Okay, let's listen to that. Okay, so this is on 20% volume at the moment. I guess you guys can hear it. That's at 90%. I'm having to shout. Oh dear, that's loud. That is really loud. Doesn't do it any justice, really. Okay, let's close that off. So that shows the audio qualities of this device. It's enormous. And just to put it into context, the screen is superb. I don't think capturing it does it any justice, but yeah, it looks really impressive. So extremely happy with this. I know our customer's going to be happy with it, but that's all there is to it. If you found that video useful, don't forget, always give us a thumbs up if you can. Subscribe to the channel as well, because it really helps. And just want to say thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.